Hey, it's one last hand here, Scott. And we are opening Heat Tunnel Vision. This is the second expansion to Heat Pedal to the Metal. I think the first one, I was Heavy Rain. But we're going to dive into this. So it comes with a couple of new tracks, another player, and obviously says here this is not a standalone game. Heat Tunnel Vision introduces 2 new tracks. Spanish Grand Prix takes your car through treacherous tunnels, forcing you to trust your instincts in semi-darkness. The Netherlands tracks allow you to open your engine full throttle before throwing you into a succession of treacherous corners. Take part in the 1965 championship season, install a new front wing, upgrade to draft off the other drivers and charge to victory. The expansion also includes components for another player to join. So it has 1 double-sided board, 2 track cards, 1 race car and matching gear, 1 player mat, 12 basic cards, 9 heat cards and 6 stress cards, 15 upgrade cards, 7 sponsor cards, 4 event cards, 1 score pad and 1 rules booklet. Let's dive into this and take a little look, shall we? So hopefully this fits in the box. There isn't any, from memory, there isn't any real storage in the box. So, it's just going to go in there loose with everything else. So what do we have? We have our player board. As you can see, purple is the colour. So we're familiar with what that looks like. We have the rules. The rules. This expansion introduces a new symbol for use in the garage module or in championship mode. To use it, simply mix the new upgrade and sponsorship cards into the respective decks. This symbol is an optional symbol to be used in Step 5, the React phase. Move your car forward on the racetrack up to X spaces, or number of spaces, all spaces you move through into thanks to this symbol. Okay. Must be all spaces you move to thanks to this symbol must be completely, sorry, it switched over here, I was reading downwards, must be completely free of other cars, and the final landing space must have at least 1 car in either spot or space in front of it. The extra movement does not count as speed. Okay. If you have access to several draft symbols in the same round, you can either use those separately or add up their values and use them in a single drafting action. Drafting is not slipstreaming. It cannot be used across the finish line or after the finish line at the end of a race. And then we've got a new championship card. Okay, sounds a little bit confusing. I'm sure once we read through the example it might not be too bad. Let's have a little look at the track, shall we? So we've got Netherlands and Spain. And we'll have a look at Netherlands first, shall we? So hopefully that just about fits on the table here. Let's have a little look. So pretty large straight coming around here, and then a few quick corners leading back up to an 8-speed corner. Interesting, I don't know if we've seen one of those previously, and a 4-speed corner up here. This is showing us no slipstreaming. We've got the weather section here. Pretty standard stuff. Looks like it could be a fun one. And then obviously we've got Spain. Let's just spin this round. And we've got tunnels in this one. So you can see here is a tunnel, here's a tunnel, and here is a tunnel, 2 tunnels. So it'd be interesting to see how they interact. Does it actually tell you on here? Oh, does this open up? It does. I was going to say, was there only 1 page? Tunnels. In various places of the Spain track, the track will pass through tunnels. As long as your car is in a tunnel space, you cannot discard any cards from your hand. This rule takes precedence over any effect that allow you to discard event upgrades, road conditions. Note, cooling is not discarding. The card end up in the engine using the scrap icon. I see. So if you get to the end of or into a tunnel when you've got a handful of heat or whatever, you're going to have problems. I see, because you can't discard heat anyway. But if you've got high speed cards or low speed cards, you've got to play them the next time round when you draw up. Interesting. Chicanes are a feature that can be found on both tracks in this expansion. They're composed of 2 consecutive corner lines with the same speed limit, or 1 or more spaces between them. Blue curbs are on both sides of the track to help recognise them. So here, interesting. Look at this. So If you don't play with the weather road conditions module, simply treat chicanes like regular corners. If you play with that module, during setup, only draw one road condition token for each chicane. If the token shows the sector symbol, it modifies the sector after the chicane. Otherwise, it modifies both corner lines. It's a helpful reminder the tent archway associated with the chicane features a border. Yeah, over here. Interesting, okay. So, be interesting to see how that goes down. Championship mode, the press corner can be used as one of the chicane corner lines. Aggressive legends. Legends can be more aggressive on some portions of the track, getting the opportunity to clear several corners in the same round. If the legend starts in turn of its turn in a space with one or more chevrons, place the chevrons above the diamond on the track. It can cross one extra corner line per chevron. Wow, so you could find that the legends disappear into the distance. In my playing of this with the legends, quite often they'll be disappearing into the distance, or at least one of them. We've got some cards here. Let's have a little look at what we've got. Okay, so we have our championship cards. So race 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Great Britain, USA, Spain, and Netherlands. So there's that. Let's just bring this back up here. Oops. Okay, then we have, I think these must be our extra player cards, and then garage cards, I guess. So there's the track cards. Then we have our extra player cards, our extra heat cards, and then we're into our workshop garage cards and upgrade cards, as you can see. And there's a whole mix of those. Interesting. I think this is one that we'll definitely get to the table fairly soon. We haven't played Heat as a group for a little while, but we'll get that to the table fairly soon, I'm sure. Let's have a little look here. There's the car. Not sure how much of that you'll be able to see. And there's the gear stickers we've seen before. And then we do have a scoring pad as well. Interesting, there is a little section here for holding this in, but I would imagine most people will be looking to get this into the same box as the main game. There you go, there's the expansion, very quick one. I just wanted to show you what's in this if you wanted to take a look. As always with Heat, the new mechanics, they can be interesting. Usually it's just about having more interesting tracks to be able to play, and having ones with tunnels, etc. Having the one with the really high speed straight should be quite interesting as well. Do think if you're playing with the legends, it might be that they get to disappear into the distance on that. But there you go. Let me know if you've got Heat, if you're enjoying Heat, if you're picking up the expansion, what you thought of the last expansion, all of those things. We'll be back with another video soon. Thank you so much. See you again.